So what you want to do first is we want to tape off the areas that has paint, because when you start doing your sanding, you don't want to, in case if you slip off the light from a curve, you don't want to scratch, the sandpaper to run over your paint and scratch that, because now you're going to have more problems on your hand than just kind of restoring a headlight. So just make sure you tape off everywhere around the light. I lift the hood up because it does have paint on the hood, obviously, and I don't have to use tape because I just lift it up. Paint's up high, sanding areas down low, so I'm not going to hit nothing up there. All right, next you want to spray an IPA solution. I use 50%, 91% alcohol and 50% distilled water. Just a little mixture that I made up right here. And what I'm going to do is spray this headlight and remove any debris, bug guts, anything that's going to hinder me while I'm doing my sanding. Starting off with a 1000 grit sandpaper with a soft sanding block so we can get even sanding marks evenly across the whole headlight, so it'll all be, it'll be even, it'll be flat. So whenever you start doing your, your buffing, you won't have any high points and missed spots. All right, so we're gonna lubricate the area. I just got, some mild soap and water. And we're going to go ahead and just wet your sandpaper. And what you want to do is you want to sand in horizontal patterns completely around the whole light. You don't want to go in circles. You don't want to go in like all different directions. You want to go in one back and forth horizontal motion so you can have an even coverage. And, you want to haze this headlight completely at the same. If you see any missed areas or open spots, you're going to have to sand that area so it'll be all one evenly sanded headlight. That yellow stuff that you see there, that's going to be the actual lens protector. The factory coat on the lens. That's yellow and it's oxidized over time. That's what's getting removed. You want to always keep your sanding area lubricated. So trust me, it'll make your life easy. Right. Now with the isopropyl alcohol mixture, you want to just spray it and wipe down the actual yellow milky substance that came off the headlight. Now we're moving on to the second step with 15,000 grit sandpaper and your sanding block to get the even coverage. Remember to lubricate your area with some, soapy water for lubrication. Spray your sanding paper. All right. And this time you're going to go in a 45-degree angle. You don't want to go the same way of the 1,000 grit because it's going to be hard to remove. You want to go in a 45-degree angle now to start removing those 1,000 grit sanding marks and making it smoother and more clear with the 1,500 grit. And by going, like I said, at that 45-degree angle, you're going to actually remove those 1,000 grit sanding marks to make the headlight have an even distribution of sanding. And as you notice, that milky substance that's coming off of the headlight is no longer yellow, it's more of a white milky substance, because that means that we were already removed the oxidation from the using the 1,000 grit sanding paper to remove all that oxidation. So now we're moving on to this 2,000 and just clearing everything up. All right, go ahead and wipe this off. Using your isopropyl alcohol mixture, 50 and 50. All right. Last sanding step, we're gonna go on to 2,000 grit sanding paper to redefine that and also remove those 15,000 grit sanding marks that we left to remove the 1,000 grit sanding marks. So basically this time we're gonna go in the same way that we did the 1,000 in the horizontal pattern. Go ahead and lubricate your area. Spray a little bit on your sandpaper and begin sanding. Now in this phase of the headlight restoration of sanding, you shouldn't see much of that white and yellow haze. You should not see none of that milky substance as much because it's being removed with the 1,000 and the 15,000 grit sanding paper. And the headlight should start looking a little clearer while doing your sanding. Go ahead and spray it off. Using your isopropyl alcohol mixture. Now the headlight should look a little clearer now and preparing for buffing. So that's going to be next. Now in the buffing phase, you want to have a good quality cutting compound to cut all those sanding scratches that was made with your 1,000, 1,500, and your 2,000 grit sanding paper. What I'm going to be using is Sonex Cut Max Profiline for my compound with a 3-inch Meguiar's cutting pad, and I'm going to be using my 3-inch dual action polisher to refine that headlight. So what I do is I put about 3, maybe 4 little drops on it. We'll go ahead and do 4. All right. Now next, what I do is kind of just spread the compound around. All right. Let's start it. Headlights to start getting really clear now. What I like to do is always give it a second pass on the cutting phase, on the compound. Just, you know, redefine pretty much everything before you go ahead and move on to your polishing phase. So again, I'm doing the 4 dabs. I'm gonna spread it around. Actually, here's one heavy spot right there, but we're gonna spread this around. And begin cutting. Down. Now most people at this stage in the correcting the headlights will say that they're happy. I don't. I want to go the extra mile. So now we're going to move on to the polishing phase. All right, lastly, what I'm going to be using is Uno Protect. It corrects, polishes, and protects. This is pretty much like this is my polishing phase. This is a 1-step. I have a different pad, a Harbor Freight pad. Just spread like a couple of drops right there and dabs. Now this time you're gonna just do the complete headlight, but you don't have to spend as much time on there because all you're doing is polishing. Go ahead and spread it out. off the headlight. Look at that headlight, don't it look new? But I'm still not done, because what I do now when I protect this headlight is put a ceramic coating on the headlight to lock in my finish. All right, what I'm giving these headlights is System X, the Pro Ceramic Nano Super Hyper Gloss Coating. It's a 6-year coating. That's right here. And we're gonna go ahead and apply it to the headlight for protection. And I'm gonna spread this over the headlight. You want to use the cross hatch method, ensuring that you got all coverage of the ceramic coating. Now, depending on the type of ceramic coating that you're using, some coatings have different wait times, which is called curing times. For this particular brand, System X Ceramic Protection, you just got to wait 20 seconds. You can wipe it right off. All right, 20 seconds has elapsed, and what you want to do now is remove the high points of the ceramic coating. You don't have to rub hard, just rub real soft, just removing all the high points of the coat. Go ahead and remove the tape. Thank you for watching.